Okay.
Okay, let's have a get. Let's start it. Let's have a start. The cell biology. So first of all, what is a cell? A cell is the smallest unit of living things. So with comprised of the one cell, like a bacteria, or many cells, like a human. So our cell is the basic building blocks of all organisms, like human. So several cells are one kind of interconnect each other and perform a shared function, form tissues. So I have to ask you about how cell is observed. What do we use to observe the cell? A microscopy, right? Microscopy is first microscopy is invented in 1600s. Zachary Janssen invented the first microscope. Sorry.
In this time, this microscope.
Yeah.
Well, what do this microscope? なんて言うんだろうな。What function in this microscope?
Function is like just
high I can't see the high magnification only.
Only high magnifications and only using for the naked eye. So the first one is a kind of really simple structure and compared with today which we're using. So you should think about really much simpler than today.
Today?
Yeah, today. It's much simpler. So in 1665, Robert Hooke look at thin slice of cork using a microscope. Do you know Robert Hooke?
Why this Robert Hooke observe and slice the cork using a microscope? Why?
I
can imagine.
I think they were near there were the cork near him, I think. And so like Robert Hooke coined the term cell. He named them as like a four box like structure. He observed only cell wall. And then 1670s, Van Leeuwenhoek discovered other bacteria and protozoa. So from the pond water and other things using a single lens microscope. And then I'm going to follow into cell theory. And one is a cell's basic unit of life. And second, every organism is made up of cells. So by the late 1830s.
Sorry. What do you mean? Organism? What do you mean?
Made from the cell? Oh, okay. Schleiden and Schwann were studying tissue and proposed a unified cell theory.
Tissue?
Tissues.
Organism is a tissue or cells?
There are two types. There are two types. One is made from one cell or one complex of cells. So Schwann and Schleiden stated that organism is made from one or more cells.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah, that cell is the basic unit of life. Therefore, that cell is a basic unit of life. So, and also new cells arise from existing cells. And the field also said every cell comes from pre-existing cells.
What do you mean, pre-existing cells?
Pre-existing cell is already exist. The cell which is already exists. It's already exists.
Already exists.
Yeah, this means like all cells come from cell division.
So, pre-existing cells. What difference between the cells and the pre-existing cells?
Pre-existing cells. Yeah, basically there are no difference. There is no difference. The pre-existing cells so cell division produce It's
Before cell division,
exactly the similar. Sorry.
before cell before cell division, cells were pre-existing cells. After cell division, were cells.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, like a daughter cell. We call it daughter cell.
Those cells, firstly.
Daughter.
Okay. Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
Those are cells. Okay. Mother
Yeah.
cell
So
divided.
daughter cells is come from
Okay.
pre-existing cell by cell division.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And then also I have to talk about the cell types. They are briefly divided into two types of cells. One is a prokaryotes and the other is a eukaryotes. Prokaryotes, for example, bacteria and archaea can be categorized into prokaryotes. Prokaryotes is quite simpler, but I have to teach about it for next time. And eukaryotes is we have to including us and the plant cell and animal cells, pretty complex style.
Sorry. This let's say sorry, I don't know the difference prokaryotes and eukaryotes.
Basically, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the prokaryotes the components is like all cells are common. Okay, have to show like a similarity between the prokaryotes and the eukaryotes at first. Both have commonly both have the plasma membrane and cytoplasm and the DNA. Plasma membrane is the outer covering that separates the cell interior from the surrounding environment. And the second, cytoplasm is consisting of jelly-like cytosol within the cell, in which there are other cellular components. And the DNA, I think we already know the DNA, that's cell's genetic material. And and this is the fourth one, is about ribosome. Also, ribosome also exists in the both. Do you understand? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's ribosome the work for in the cell? In the cell. This is a protein synthesis. So prokaryotes is quite simple. Mostly single cellers and organisms that lack nucleus and any other membrane-bound organelle.
So I want to confirm this topic. So prokaryotes have the very simple structure.
Yeah, very simple structure.
Yeah, eukaryotes have the very complex structure than the prokaryotes. Is okay?
Yes. Yeah. It's quite correct.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and the eukaryotes contain about almost 4 types: plant, animal, fungi, and others. And I have to show you a difference between animal cell and the plant cell first. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, have you ever heard the... never mind. Okay, so eukaryotic cells have membrane-bound nucleus and numerous membrane-bound organelles such as endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, chloroplast, mitochondria, and others, and the third, several rod-shaped chromosomes, etc. So, yeah, this picture shows the difference between the plant and animal cells. So obviously different, right?
Yeah. Part picture. Where?
You should look at the PowerPoint, I think.
Yeah, I think
already provided you. Yeah, today. Yeah. And then they both have the 3 basic parts of the cells. So one is the cell membrane. So which is the plasma membrane. We call it, sometimes they call it the plasma membrane. Yeah, which is separated from external environments. And we both definitely have nucleus. Nucleus contain DNA. DNA to help for control the cell activity and facilitate cell division, and also help the growth. And the cytoplasm is the semi-fluid. Semi-fluid is so cytoplasm is like jelly-like substance for the cell.
For the semi-fluid.
Semi-fluid is like a jelly, like a jelly.
Jelly.
Yeah, jelly-like.
This jelly. This jelly have function? No.
Functional jelly. Jelly is contain a lot of chemicals. Yeah, it supports the chemical reaction inside the cells and also help, contains sodium and potassium to make a balance. The concentration, the balance.
Balance.
Yeah, balance of concentration, like to work the cell accurately, correctly.
Within the plasma membrane?
Yeah, plasma membrane. No, plasma membrane is plasma membrane is the outer membrane. So yeah. Yeah, yes. Okay, I was talking about the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance, I said. And Golgi apparatus is contain and store a lot of protein and secretion of protein when they need, so when human needs. And a lot of Golgi apparatus contained a lot in the cell places in, for example, pancreas or like organs which secrete enzyme or hormones. Do you understand?
What now you where is sorry, I lost.
You lost?
In this.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was talking about the Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus. This is page 6.
Okay.
Yeah, I was talking about the Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus are working for the secretion of proteins. Yeah, so Golgi stores a lot of protein as a meat made by Smoothie, Raphael, or yeah.
All protein secretion.
Sorry?
But
secretion.
All secretion is what do you mean?
Secretion is like emit and screw out the protein, out protein from the inside.
Inside.
From the inside.
Okay.
Okay. So mitochondria and cell respiration, so produce a lot of ATP, right?
Okay, ATP. What function?
What function?
Yeah,
ATP is produce energy, to work, to move. So ATP is provided into, especially the mitochondria a lot of mitochondria exist in the cells in muscle cells. Muscle cells have a lot of mitochondria to produce a lot of energy. The ATP supports the muscle content, contraction, and muscle movements. Do you understand?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Then the vacuole. Vacuole is a straight. Yeah, this exists mainly in the plants. Actually, there exists both, but vacuole is straight. Yeah, work for the storage of water or waste. So you have to imagine that fruit cells is contain a lot of vacuole because which storage a lot of water and sugar and etc.